Okay, you guys, so welcome to my Smith's Kroger case lot sale with some prepper and some footage of the store's scarcity. The shelves were not as well stocked as I would have hoped for them to be, but it is a holiday weekend on top of the case lot sale. So and people used to do Stocktober, but I guess it's Stock Up September this time around. And so for my case lot sale, I mainly got the peanut butter, the Hunt's tomato canned goods, and just a few items you'll see towards the end. I'm just now noticing that ranch is light, so that's what you're seeing. So unfortunately, I have to do a voiceover because my boys were playing video games and the background noise was entirely too loud, so you couldn't hear what I was saying, or it just was a struggle. It was a struggle. So as I'm looking back at it, here you go. I'm going to go ahead and explain, try to remember all the things that I had said the first time around. So, the case lot sale again was not my best look for me because what I need canned good wise is better at the big box store, Walmart. So I'm going to start over here with my Kroger paper towels, and I love this particular one, the big paper towel. These rugged and they are quality. If you know paper towels and you tried them all, I'm not mad at the Kroger 10 for 10 that equals 16 regular rolls, and basically I think they were $8.99, so it's less than $1 a piece, so good deal. I wound up getting some shrimp and things which I normally I didn't expect to get, kind of like a spontaneous buy, but I definitely knew I wanted these paper towels. So again, like I said, my case lot sale was the creamy peanut butter. Normally I get the honey, but they were out of that. And I only got 4 because I do have peanut butter in my prepper pantry already, but this is just adding 2. So they were $1 each, 99 cents, $1, something like that. And I was just explaining that my boys like the Kroger brand. They kind of don't like Skippy and Jif. They prefer the Kroger brand, but we prefer honey more than any other. Again, I did get the shrimp because I just made shrimp Alfredo a few days back. So yeah, I needed to restock the shrimp. The butterfly shrimp, was not, was on sale, $9.99. So that was a good deal. I got some snacks, not very many because I wasn't treating my boys too much because they, were on my nerves at that moment. Anyway, I got them the pizza rolls because I couldn't pass this deal. The pizza rolls were $6 for 120. So I was going to get these, the 25-cent burritos, the individually wrapped. Y'all know from my previous video, I prefer the individually wrapped, but they were all gone. Okay. You see the scarcity is done. There was none. Okay. So, I had to get a rain check for that. I had to actually walk back in the store for that. So anyway, instead of getting the, burritos, I wound up getting those pizza rolls as something easy and quick for them to have after school and such. So I was complaining about the kids. That's why I'm stuck on this shot for so long. Anywho, pizza rolls for children. The cheese puffs are not for Joshua, or not for the other kids. They're for Joshua. He's that's the chips that he eats mainly. Again, the shrimp, the coconut fried shrimp, those are really good. If you've never had them, the Kroger brand is really good. The sandbar are with the shell off because it just, that extra time is just, it's worth it. It's worth to get the shell off. Anyway, now back to cheese puffs. Those are for King Joshua. The way I plan to do that is to Ziploc bag inside the Cheetos bag to make sure that he has portion sizes that are right for him and that so his snacks last. You had to buy 3 to get the deal for $1.47 each. So I went ahead and got everybody's favorite, the cheddar jalapeno, as an extra. But yeah, mainly my main goal was to make sure I got Joshua's cheese puffs because it really frustrated me that I was out of them. Anyway, for my case lot sale, this is pretty much the bulk of it. The peanut butter and the Hunts, I only got 6. I technically could get more. I'm probably going to run back in there because I want to go run through their clearance section again. But I I was bothered by the people. There was too many people peopling, and I was trying to get out of there. The meal fits were in cap pickup because on the Gatorade aisle they were not there where they normally are. And all they had was this black cherry flavor. It's cool, but I wanted the blue raspberry or whatever, the blue, all the other ones, so that, it'll replace the Gatorades and such. But so the meal fits, I got 6 of the 88 cents can of Hunt's, the Mount Olive kosher dill sandwich slice pickles. Those are the bomb, and they would buy one get one free or buy two get one free. Anyway, I wound up getting 3 because the math wasn't working. I wasn't calculating correctly, but I knew I wanted those pickles, so I got them. My prepper pantry only has one ketchup left, so I got those 2. They were the Kroger brand, $1 each. I have one in my pantry also. So technically I have 2 ketchups, one big one bigger than that, but not what I really wanted it to be. Now, regarding this meat, I was not feeling the meat purchases. Meat is on the inflation of inflation. It just really bothered me. So you see my hand is big. I'm 5'9", big girl, plus size, whatever. And so basically they just cut that meat in half. That's not, and it's $6.99 when I zoom in on the poundage. That is $6.99 a pound. That's a pretty price point. They got all this save $3, save $2 on the meat section, like you're really saving something. But no, inflation has hit the meat section hard. Okay. So I really wasn't feeling the meat section at all, but you got to do what you got to do. So I went ahead and bought it. Anyway, the chicken was a good deal too. I think $11 for one, $9 for the other. And I think $1.99 a pound for this Heritage Farm brand. So I got those. There are 5 breasts in the pack. Slice them in half because that's what we do. And so I got 10 fillets whenever I do make it. And then of course I did throw a little pork in there because pork chops was just cheaper, and that's why they got us eating pork as much as we are, because it's just a cheaper meat. And I'm not hung up on not eating pork, but I am kind of not, sort of. Anyway, here's the meat section. They got all these big $3, big $2, but the prices have gone up. You can't fool a real shopper. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm not mad, but I'm bothered. The inflation has gone up, and we're not doing nothing about, the livable wages and such. But it is what it is. Dry mouth Oral-B was on an end cap, but it was a reduced price item. Woohoo, whether they want to say it or not. And I had a $2 digital, so that was $1.99. Big ups for me. I didn't intend to coupon, but I did get that deal. So I'm happy about that. Sour cream was $1 each. Part of the case lot sale, kind of, sort of, a little bit. They didn't have as many originals left, so I got those 2 natural, which I think that's just gonna make it a little more tart, if I notice any difference at all. The pepperonis were 2 for $5, meaning $2.50 each. I bought 4. They are shelf stable, which means they are prepper pantry. So I'm happy to grab those. Hopefully my kids don't put them. I made sure that they didn't put them in the refrigerator this time, because normally when we get pepperoni, that's what they do. The Velveeta was $7.49 on sale. Plus they had a paper coupon sitting out on the end cap where I found it. And Velveeta is not my best thing, but pepper pantry, always about the pepper life, the pepper pantry. So again, the catch-ups, why I got those, accidentally got light ranch. Let's see if they notice. The Minute Maid orange juice was $2.50 each, so I got 2 of those. I only see 1 on the table. And then the Kroger low acid orange juice was $3.29. Plus I got, what did I get? I got something like I had a 60-cent off coupon, so that was fine. I got some ribs for the holiday, but I really wasn't feeling it. But I only got 2 packages of buns, 1 burgers, 1 hot dogs, and because it's just us and I already have some buns, that I had picked up from 99-cent store, the borscht style, a few days ago, about a week ago. So I don't need all that, even though I do have 40 burgers here. But this big grill pack, I thought I had got the lean meat, but then I'm realizing as I'm touching this box that I did not get the lean pack. That's why it was $22.99 and not $24.99. $24.99 for 40 of the lean meat, and $22.99 for this fatty McFatterson 73.27. So whatever, but 40 count, because why not? I know that we're not about to eat that many burgers on this Labor Day weekend, even though my kids got their friends coming over here like they lost their mind, like we're not still dealing with the Rona or whatever, but they're just outside while everything is being grilled. So I guess I won't be mad, but that should last us 40 burgers. Anywho, I got this because it was reduced in the produce section. The rest of my produce food is coming up, but you'll see that shortly. And just guaco, because guaco is always our friend. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get around this table and this chair. I got some pico de gallo because, in my mind, I'm partially Latina, but not. Anyway, this is a big convoluted story that I went over about eggs, because if you've been doing Wally World with me, eggs have been a trying situation. The reason why is because eggs in the spring shot up to $8 for these 60 count large eggs, nearly $9 and $10 from Walmart to Sam's Club and such. But I'm used to them at Walmart being like $5.68, five something, right close to $6. And then in Smith's, our Kroger friend here, it was $6 today, normally about $6.55, so said the tag. So I'm here for Kroger because Walmart went up again. Inflation, okay, went up again and was $7.18 when I looked on the app to see should I get some 60 count eggs. Now, if I have 3 teenage boys who are football players, so protein is protein. So I'm here for a lot of eggs, and and breakfast for dinner. Eggs is a clutch item, so yes, it's very important. So I went over a great deal about these eggs and the price situation. Now, here's my prepper pantry, and here's the case lot sale. The Rice-A-Roni San Francisco treat. Yes, go Niners. Anywho, Rice-A-Roni, I ain't had it forever and days. Okay, y'all, as they say. I have not had no Rice-A-Roni, and I do not do pastaroni, but I do it now. Okay, for the prepper pantry, we're going to throw some pastaroni in there. And I was all caught up behind the fact that it said 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. But the main one I got the most of is the 12-minute pastaroni. Mainly because give the boys an opportunity to make their own easy meal, and I just make all the fancy rice or pasta dishes, with the cream sauces from scratch. That'll be my job. But for them to have something, here's the pastaroni shells, and that's the 12-minute. It takes 12-minute make, but I think the other pastaronis were like 4 and 8 minutes because it's angel hair or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was a good come up. And like I said, I'm going back through there because I wanted to get more of these hangers that you're going to see in a minute. So I will probably pick up some more pastaroni to go in the prepper pantry, and maybe some more Rice-A-Roni, but definitely, and maybe a couple of more hunts just to, to round off this case lot sale. But my goal for the rest of stock September instead of Stocktober, is to get my preps fully prepped, is to, and I'm going over the different flavorings that I got of the pastaroni. I can't read it from this screen now because garlic and olive. And then I had, what did I do? There's another cup. There's different flavors of pastaroni, basically. And I think, okay, so here's the hangers. They were in the clearance section. I always have to hit the woohoo corner, which, and that was 89 cents for a 10 pack. That's better than Dollar Tree. And those are quality hangers in comparison to Dollar Tree. So I got 3 packs, one for each boy. However, my oldest says he needs more, so he's going to, if we need to roll back up there, because they had a whole box of them. Hopefully nobody cleared all that out. Anyway, here's the juices. They had the juice on sale, case lot sale too, 99¢. Not that raspberry lemonade though. That was $1.69 or something, $1.79. But the Kroger apple juice was 99¢ on the case lot sale. Just some milk because they ain't had none. And my milk, I got an Amazon milk order, and I felt like really pumped about having milk delivered. So I'm here for my milk deliveries, but they just ran out of milk, so that's why I got them that one. Now, again, that's what the street tacos, these were 99¢. Also, the street tacos, and it's 12 count, the Mission brand, and I love those. And the, what is it? Street tacos are always in season, some tortillas to make up a breakfast burrito or whatever. But also I'm trying, instead of just the regular flour street taco tortilla, I'm also trying these were both $1, the sweet Hawaiian roll flavor of street tacos. There's a tiny bit smaller, and there's only 10 in a pack, as opposed to the other one is 12 in a pack. But I bought 4, 2 for now, 2 for prepper, 2 for now, 2 for prepper, both for the regular bland flour, and then for the Hawaiian roll too. Also 2 for now, 2 for later. So that's it for this table. We're going to go ahead and look at what I got for Prepper Life by way of propane tanks. I refilled all 3. And I also got, and they were like $19 plus the core, whatever, $17 each, $60 for that. I didn't add that to my overall cost when I was first explaining this, but that was an extra $60. I got the King's Match Light, $8.99, the big bag, for grilling, because my grills I have a twofer, one that's half propane and half charcoal, and one that's all charcoal. And then I got that little charcoal that was a spontaneous purchase, because you're about to knock over my TV. Sorry guys, my son is playing by my TV. The other one is King's Light. It was on the closeout. It's the hickory flavor. So excuse my kids in the background. They done went out my patio door to play in the pool. And then I got, of course, the logs for firewood. Again, this is all prepper stuff. Ignore my toes, but I was pointing with my toes because bending over is not my best suit. So 3 propane tanks. I have a propane heater. So that should be helpful. So I just wanted to have it ahead of time, because I'm not playing with y'all for this winter, for whatever they said. It's about to be a cold, SE winter, so said the president. So we're just going to be careful to be prepared. So yes, 3 propane tanks, the charcoal and the wood, which was only $3.99. And I already have wood still in my fire pit in the backyard. So yeah, I think we're good. I just was thoroughly explaining that the first time around, and it looks like I did it right this time. So again, everything that's on the table. So we're going to move on over to my produce. And I'm not going to let you see my floor, because there's always something. And, I have my pride, y'all. I have my pride. So I got some bananas, and I got some, is it nectarines or nectarines? Some ginger, a bell pepper. There's my ginger. I normally get ginger from 99¢ store. This ginger was $2.79, child. And nah, I usually get my 99¢ store ginger, and it does me just right. 1 measly bell pepper, because I have bell peppers already, pre-chopped and frozen. But, I'm just grabbing one because the produce section was so sparse. You're about to see it. You're about to see what I'm talking about. So, got a few nectarines, one for everybody. I wasn't really high in the fruit mood. And again, the people were peopling, so I was ready to get out of there. Carrots are for my carrot juice. Got a watermelon for the husband. I'm very picky about fruit, so I do fruit cups. And that's why I take supplements, because I do not eat enough vegetables. I eat enough vegetables, I just don't eat enough fruit. So some cabbage. It was extremely light. Two cucumbers, because I love me a cucumber salad. and some celery because I juice once a week for 2 days. And, that's just the start. Yes, I did get some spirits for the holiday weekend. However, I did not emphasize on those. If you've seen one of my hauls before, it's the margarita drink, and those are pretty strong, and some Red's Apple Ale, and the Smirnoff Pink Lemonade. Also got a Malibu. Yeah, it just was on my other desk. So anyway, yeah, I just was stocking up for the just in case this silly season gets silly. So yeah, onions were very sparse. Literally, I took the second to last bag of onions. Yeah, Walmart. I mean, not Walmart, but Kroger was extremely light in the produce section. Extremely, like, I don't even know what to tell you. So, again, the juicing, I put apples in the juicer. I have pears that I will put in the juicer, and some beets. So I'm looking forward to a couple of different, juicing mixes that I'm trying to do. I throw a little nutmeg in there. But anyway, yeah, I'm just talking about the onions because that was the second to last bag of onions. And that bothered me because I was out of onions. Like, I was literally out of onions. So technically I should have bought both. But the way I'm set up, I really don't like to clear a shelf. Plus, I plan on going to Winco this week. But I just know that at Winco, I have to bag my own groceries. So I have to take a kid with me. So I'll have to figure out when I'll do that. But yeah, it's just interesting to see the sparseness of it all. I don't know why I'm taking y'all back to the table to show you what exactly. Oh, I didn't think I had bought that much, but I did buy more meat than I assumed that I was going to buy. That's what I was saying to you guys. Because of the simple fact that, inflation is inflation. And I haven't really been buying a lot of meat because I was bothered by the price point. And I'm waiting for a deal, and the deals were not coming. So, I was like, you know what? I'll save on my sides, and such as the reason why I got the pastaroni and the rice-a-roni. I can afford to save on the sides and go ahead and pay for these pricey basic meats. And so if you know, I was trying not to be offended. However, very much so is offended. But this is why we're prepping. This is why the Lord has us on this prepper stockpile method, so that we can be ready for winter when she comes, and just avoid some of the drama of life. And canned good wise, like I said, I didn't do a lot of case lot because that's just my in kitchen canned goods. I have a whole storeroom or mud room that I've turned it into my storage room where all my preps go. So between Joshua's medical supplies and my canned goods, I'm comfortable. And again, I'm ordering as we speak the canned goods that I actually wanted to add to my Walmart shopping cart now, which is the Great Value cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, and maybe some noodle soup. But I'm going over the price again, how much money I spent. In total, it was close to $300. It was 200 and change for the order, and then the extra $60 for that, what do you call it? For that, the propane tanks, which is a prepper. So technically it comes from the prepper budget, because I'm really trying to budget. I literally asked my husband if we could take some of what we thought we was going to put towards Christmas onto prepper, because our teenagers have really everything that they need. They don't need a whole bunch of other crap. Our kids don't need a lot of stuff. They just pretty much need to show some temperance. No, they so prepper budget is fine. I didn't move some money from Christmas budget to prepper budget, so it ain't gonna be no fancy dancy Christmas. And I saw a prepper on YouTube discuss that she had given her adult children a prepper shelf and all the side and about a good chunk of preps to go on said shelf, about $200 worth. And I was like, okay, so you know what, that is the gift that keeps on giving. Because if you run out of noodles, you're running out of food, like this is just my rant about prepper life, that yes, you got to do what you got to do. And it is what it is. So having the extra charcoal, because we don't grill that much, but we do grill. But in the case of this cold winter that everybody's foretelling of, we want to not be cold, even though we're in a desert and it's really, really hot right now. But just, prepping for that eventuality, so they say. So that's why I'm showing you my table and just the things that I got, even though we are a family of 6. So technically all this looks very regular, necessary, but it's preps, because I have been shopping and I have been consistently shopping, not consistently posting to YouTube, but most definitely I have been consistently shopping. So, you know, if you are concerned, like I said, I know I need to go back because I do want to see if they get the burritos next week and go in with my weekly $100 budget. That's what I was trying to do, $100 for towards prep life and $100 towards regular current groceries. So that kind of works, but it kind of doesn't, because that's what my budget is. That's what the budget is. But the reality versus budget, maybe I should do one of these write down situations with you guys. I see it's definitely something that you have to take a good look at your situation. Plus, you're gonna eat it, and then you will be that person saying, you know what, I got food at home. When you are tempted to go ahead and call and order a pizza or some Chinese or whatever, I have food here. Let me just get up and go ahead and put the crock pot to work, or the Instapot or the rice cooker to work. And literally, that is what I do. That's why those pastaronis and those rice-a-ronis will be prep life, because I will make a pot of rice for the week. And I have the best way to make my rice, my white rice, and then it's prepped for the week. So I can do a meal with rice on Monday, a meal with pasta on Tuesday or Wednesday, but then come back to the rice again on Thursday, type of situations. So those pastaronis, rice-a-ronis are all preps. All 4 of those peanut butters are preps. Half of those tortillas are preps, will not be eaten this month at all. The paper towels is preps, because I have paper towels. That's 100% preps. So again, as I'm going through this, I'm notating that literally $100 of this $300 I spent is easily preps. Easily. So you have to know what you're spending. Those pizza rolls, that's current. The shrimp is technically preps, because I have 2 bags of shrimp already. Like, the ribs is current, you know. The chips is current and preps, because they're Joshua's and Joshua's only. And I really forbid the teenagers from eating Joshua's Cheetos Puffs. I'm thinking about that big puffs from Sam's Club, the balls. I'm thinking about getting those the next time I go through there, when I stock up or restock the other boys' chips. But the apple juice is not really preps, because honestly, you already see that somebody opened a bottle and tried to chug the apple juice, so it's a problem. So if you are struggling with your prep life, like everybody says, get the stuff that you know that you eat. Do not get stuff that you do not eat. I eat beans. I throw a can of tomatoes into ground beef. No matter how I'm eating it, a can of tomatoes is going in the ground beef. So can of diced tomatoes, those frozen diced onions, those are always good. I also do cream of mushroom. They can go in anything. Goes over your chicken. I just made homemade pot pie a week or so ago, and that was really good. It's just too hot for that here in this desert. But canned goods go a long way. Rice, you know, not, I want to say, I'm about to say macaroni and cheese when I really want to say noodles. So here's the scarcity. This is the produce section, y'all. Look at the potatoes. Like, the yams is there, but what there's no potatoes. There was 2 bags of potatoes, and I saw a lady grab up those 2 of the big bags right after I walked past. The bananas is there, and there's bananas underneath. My son didn't want to go. That's the second to last onions that I had took. The broccoli, this there is nothing in a lot of boxes. No. And I don't know why that went by so fast. That was the Gatorade and water area. The Gatorade Propel area, Powerade, or whatever you call it, was empty. So if you're not prepping, I highly suggest that you go out and grab what you need to grab. And if you have to borrow from next paycheck, then go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? You know your bills, you know how your money is set up, but whatever so-called extra, get your life together. Also, hold on, let me fix my face. You guys know that if you're getting the child tax credit, you put that money to good use, because these kids will eat you out of house and home. So says my kids, they eat me out of house and home. So go ahead and use that child tax credit. I'm not deferring it to next year. I let them go ahead and direct deposit. So that is part of my prep budget. So yes, if I see a great deal, if I see a deep freezer, if you see something, this is what that is for, and that is for them children. So yes, I highly recommend that. Thanks for watching this long video. Bye.